So you've decided to become a storm chaser. You've got the truck, the radars, the gear, and you're waiting for something epic. Before you head out, watch this, because the thing you're chasing can flatten an entire neighborhood and vanish in under 10 minutes. You spend longer picking a show to watch tonight. In those few minutes, completely invisible air turns into a blender that throws houses around like plastic toys. Today, we're breaking down exactly how that happens, so you know what you're actually going after.
A lot of people think a tornado is just wind having a really bad day, like a stronger than usual storm. But comparing a tornado to strong wind is like calling a nuclear explosion a big campfire for roasting marshmallows. A tornado is a rotating column of air, a spinning bridge between a storm cloud and the ground, and everything comes down to the spin. The air inside twists into a violent funnel where every layer is moving at its own insane speed in its own direction all at once.
It all starts long before the sirens go off. High up in the sky, two air masses collide. From one side, warm, wet air rolling in. From the other, cold and dry. They can't just mix peacefully. They rub against each other at different speeds and different heights. Meteorologists call this wind shear. That friction makes the air start to spin. It forms a massive, invisible tube rolling horizontally across the sky, like a rolling pin across dough. Then a powerful, warm updraft punches up from below, catches that spinning tube, and flips it vertical. That's the moment a mesocyclone is born, a giant column of spinning air churning inside the storm cloud. No tornado on the ground yet, but the bomb is armed.
A regular rain cloud can't make a tornado. For that, you need a special kind of storm called a supercell. Think of it as a massive factory where some conveyor belts push air upward and others pull it downward, all running at the same time without getting in each other's way. This machine can run for hours and travel hundreds of miles. It grows 9 to 12 miles tall. Commercial planes fly somewhere near its feet. Our spinning air tube hides inside this giant storm. Then cold air wraps tightly around it from all sides and squeezes, like a hand closing around a garden hose. The opening gets narrower, and the air inside, with nowhere else to go, starts shooting downward at insane speed. The compressed funnel creeps downward. At first, it might be completely invisible. Then it appears as an eerie, rotating cone of cloud. And as long as it's hanging in the air, it doesn't get to be called a tornado. It's just a funnel cloud. But the moment its lower edge touches the ground, bam! The 10-minute timer we mentioned at the start begins. The tornado starts working like a giant vacuum cleaner. Pressure inside the funnel drops to almost nothing, creating a vacuum. And since nature hates a vacuum, everything outside, air, cars, houses, gets sucked in with brutal force. Basic physics, nothing more.
Here's the wild part. Sometimes all those perfect conditions line up, the wind shear, the supercell, the spinning column, and nothing happens. No funnel, no tornado. Then the next day, the exact same setup in the next state over causes a disaster. Scientists still haven't found the secret ingredient that pulls the trigger. Tornado formation turned out to be too complex even for the most advanced forecasting models. Meteorologists can see when the pot is boiling. They can say with confidence that conditions are perfect, but they can't guarantee the funnel will actually reach the ground. That's why the average tornado warning time today is just 13 minutes. 13 minutes to grab the cat, grab your documents, and get to the basement.
It dies as quietly as it appeared. The moment cold air finally cuts the connection between the funnel and the warm updraft feeding it, the tornado starts burning out fast. The funnel shrinks down to a thin, rope-like wisp and simply dissolves into the sky. The massive storm cloud may keep rolling for hours, but the deadliest part is gone. What's left on the ground is a trail of destruction up to a mile wide.
So what are we left with? Completely invisible air. 10 minutes on the ground, and your neighborhood is gone. And if you still want to slap a storm chaser sticker on your car, keep that in mind. You'll have to think long and hard about whether a cool shot for social media is worth a personal encounter with the most unpredictable blender on the planet. If you love understanding how our crazy world works without the boring school stuff, hit that subscribe button. We'll keep breaking down the hardest things into super simple pieces. Ring the bell so you don't miss the next video, and see you soon.